Me mama watching about Adom TV so adwumadie Nnawotwe adwumadie yɛbɛpa mo kyɛw sɛ ɛnɛ yɛntumi anhyɛ se ntɛm ebi ne sɛ mfidie yɛde yɛ adwuma no ɛtɔ de bi ana ama yɛ challenges kakra nso yɛne mo ana yɛ adwuma yi memene da anɔpa bia nti we de yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ mo de bɛkyɛ yɛn na sɛ de yɛ ne de bia no mo ata yɛ chi fɛfɛɛfɛ na yɛtumi ɛde dwumadie said the idea so no yɛde abrɛmo na Nnawotwe mu no nsɛm bebree a na see Tuesday ne nya yɛtete wɔn frama mu anɔpa no sɛ ɛyɛ president be take a decision bi a ɛyɛ petitions bi a nkrofo mmiɛnsa bi atwerɛ afa chief justice ho sɛ ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo yi no efi nakonya so efi sɛ ɔmo sɛ wayɛ nneɛma bi a ɛmfata sɛ ɔyɛ chief justice nipa mmiɛnsa bi emu na ewianom yɛte sɛ president in consultation with the council of state ɔmo advice ɔmo de ama no president acte was suspended the chief justice. Not only that, but also set up a 5-member committee ɔmo bɛ kɔ nsɛm yɛbɛhwɛ saa asɛm no so na yɛdi ho nkɔmɔ anɔpɛ week where am so Nnawotwe am so health minister echo Tamale Teaching Hospital unannounced so oko inspection wo ho na ekopie mu no na ensem no ebi anko yie ewiye no videos epie ye ekire se wohwe videos na health minister any the director of the hospital exchanges bi by ema ewiye no nanka ayi kakra nsɛm na antwa yie TV so mo amohwɛ news Nnawotwe mu behu sɛ na he kakra ntawantawa kakra bi ekopie mu ɛwɔ hɔ na sansɛm yɛ mu no em sɛ edu anwumre asɛm ne si anɔpa mu nanso ebedu anwumre mu no na de akosi ne sɛ the director of the Tamale Teaching Hospital no ministry no any aban ne sɛ o meyi ne di na sansem we no eno so anko yie any other medical doctors omo wo Tamale Teaching Hospital omo take decision say emergency services any OPD services no omo cost strike e wo sa ensem no mu na mo aso no minority so by out because say minority in parliament by out because say the removal of the director of the Tamale Teaching Hospital no entwe yie and by amfa kwanpa so ansa na oyi no efi ho sansem ya mu no penifo eya hemfo mo Tamale etu omo nan esi asem no mu a enra no omo ne doctors ne ko hia ye Tamale Teaching Doctors Association omo no ko hia partially omo say omo withdraw omo strike no partially enti eno so no ya behwe na ya hwe se de sansem no eno so etie na Nnawotwe am so flag bearer of the NPP 2024 elections in mu Dr. Baumia any mpenifo bi party mpenifo ehia a mo kasafa Professor Michael Kwe report or se wagye atum findings a omo ye de ma omo lose 2024 elections no Dr. Baumia say wagye atum na assemble ko sanka ya na interesting kakra ne se onye ntumu se no sumo a owo mu no eno ene man lose ye nti in other Christian omo ye Christopher omo ye parliamentary candidates kra in other constituencies no kra no those constituencies no owini ye nti no ono nyi ntumu se esumo owo mu muslimi sumo owo mu no eno ena ma odi nkuku 2024 abato a eba so enomu sansem no so ye be komu ye ne lawyer Adawudu or represent NDC will show you so enchebia yen sabeka no wahanum se ne bedi enkomo ye ne Seidu Musa wahanum se anope ya ye ne no ebehya se Seidu net say
boko me ne
bibia boko
bibia fine
na ye share ache the last time I produce so
no correct
be ne dem hosting
no correct pa mbojuma I'm sure wanya okese
mate yes, starting with the Chief Justice and Seminole. A seminal started, ye ne titi wo wiem se nkrofo miensa bi the petition bi akoma president na per the constitutional rules any statutes president on to me enje petition na prekope on take a decision so and or refer assembly to the Council of State as per Syria constitution from the beginning of this particular issue up to now do you feel say due process have been followed?
Yo, ne kan mame fa kwanya we na menchia wahwefo na menchia nana eje tete pase brantu a we ohempon wo ja asikan nana ohwe wo show ipa ntimigidi ese anopa yi ohwe ya wo show iso ntinana pia o echia kese enko ema nana sene a metaye no menya kwanya say I preach for peace for the whole country, especially for our brothers in Boko and yenuanum omo nkwanta me fi oti region ti nkwanta hu hia me pa oba oti region nkwanta eye kura ye freho City of Love nemu menteme ho ase enti ne okonkwanta enyefe gidi ye say calm has restored in nkwanta but we continue to pray say lasting peace will come to nkwanta said the City of Love tag na inim ewo nkwanta no ebetumi afa nentuma pa efra now to the substantive matter me say yeah the Ghana emrako batan the 1992 constitution ye nananom achechire sa amra no ato ho se ye de bebu yeman na menteme ho ase bi eba or refer to sa document no said the yenkofa sikane ajan say ye de solve your issues nti the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana a sacred document migidi ye say ye de edi juma over the years aboa ye eyiye pa na nse ya na ye te say enkrofobia a petition the president say Chief Justice omonya ya nka enyine emfiri ho eba president refer petition no edema Council of State in accordance with sena emrane chere no na individuals bi enya ehonte ase people went to the Supreme Court senema bi a omonte ase no ebetimi ayi ase a chere omo. It's also under the Constitution said the Supreme Court and a court emrano bebi a wonte ase no omo na ese efata se ombetimi ayi ase a chere yete wa yese Council of State at the report about say petitions na ye present ma omo no omo ko hwehwe mu a omo hu se enyina so obi wo ho se Chief Justice obeyi ne ho ano se ye the petition e kosa Council of State be hwem omo ahwe se eso enyina so obi e wo petition no mu a se enyina so obi e wo mu a afi na ya set up committee na ne ye de kwadu no e bo no ono so atimi abeyi nano nti bebi a yadru Council of State agia tumu se petition no omode baaye no eye enyina so obi ewo so nti omwate committee a ne ayede kwadu no abono no obeba abeyi ne ho ano na yede ne a eyehu ewo mu ne se yewo 3 arms of government the executive, the legislature, and judiciary. Now, these 3 arms of government enjoy some level of independence and some level of checks. And it drew empempenso say ya. Na yeshwese yebenya abutoyem na yetimi aye enema esese itimi ye said the bear. And that decision I be taking no enkoye decision I be taking a ebekwa akoko atia ye dachi bi begidi ye say we na ye na edikan a ya petition Chief Justice a adru empempenso a e wo se edru yi ya de a yesusu se empanyimfo na omowo say dwumadi ya no betimi e de omonan asifom say de be ya pepepeyo e betimi aye adwuma na ye de nea eye hu ewo mu emaye ne se ansa na aban ebeba abandwam no na ensem bibiri na asisi ewo ye judiciary ene ye ka ho asemu yi aban mu a mpanyimfo mu aban mu nde e ka ho nsem bibiri yete ho nsem bibiri efi the election petition in 2020 de bia Supreme Court ebema decision bia obehu na nsem bibiri na ye ka omo asem na omo anka ne yiye na omo anye ne yiye ebeduru mre bi kura no Supreme Court no yetu omo din se omo ye unanimous FC because say omo ye omo ejuma commentaries bibiri ekwa akoduru baby se vacancy ba judiciary num na the president then efile vacancy na eho abansem nkamia ye se ebia wo hyeda na wapam obi na odi obi eba ekomua etikrom ha better say so Akufo-Addo president then apake the judiciary with MPP alleged MPP people esane say wa exercising a constitutional mandate say obe appointed people to the Supreme Court
me ba ma membre mu kakra unje ndi se eye ye hu saade ni bida say president biti so why appointment we face so much opposition and I say omo no appoint omo na eye problem no
na yete ne se omo a omampanyi be appoint omo bia na wo say ebisa ne se eso qualify sen otena ho ye hwe omo a omampanyi appoint omo at the time obia qualify esa obetena ho the minimum qualification criteria under the constitution ayerane obia qualify na vacancy banso a the president into me nka say vacancy aba na emu me mpese obi beka me ho asem nti me feel vacancy no e mandatory say vacancy ba the Supreme Court e wo say o feel vacancy no na o feel vacancy na fe mentime ho ase o we fi ha na we kosi ha enti ensem bebre e bae e kodu baby na judiciary no aba under public scrutiny political actors and so edi omo ho agimu bebre amanfo efa ho eye campaign promise na omo ba ye be reset the judiciary na Akufo-Addo then wa package judiciary with MPP people ene aban yi ba ye nyame aya Adom Ghana fo ato aba ye yi President John Dramani Mahama yetewa petitions aba say Chief Justice Ghana for kasa aso ne amanfo eka enano no eya ba mu ana reset na ye ka ho asem no eya reset
this is the first time obi actual petition for Chief Justice me je say under former president Akufo-Addo petitions be so echo anameboa
under former president Akufo-Addo petition echo
against the same Chief Justice
and within the 1992 from 1992 ebepem the justices are and as a Chief Justices occupy sa offices no dodo na petitions e dey eba efa omo ho na momo o hwe emra na ye di bu Ghana man na petitions ebeba na mum emra na nkasa ma safeguards se ye de bebo sa institution no e den e ho ban se de be ya obia entimi ensore keke na o se o matro petition o mampanyi je ye pese yi Chief Justice ne efri ho yema sa ehun kwan a obia kaka betimi asore atro petition say yenyi Chief Justice nti safeguards eyeden ewo mu enti we ya ko recommend say prima facie ya determine prima facie issue ya recommend say committee entrance na ya probe asem no ya adwen ye say ne amanfo ka na ano no eno a na omode ejuma na wo hwe petitions ya ye hu ya o kan petitions no dodo na untimi hu anyina so bia na emom omo tinsam no so ese omo de omo anya anyina so e bisa se president ya e ba be seti ye nhwe ensonsonso a e de bebre ye is it not the situation that one arm of government is fighting another arm of government? These are arms of government they are more or less co-equal. The President of the Republic is the head of the executive. The Chief Justice is the head of the judiciary. The speaker is the head of the legislative arm of government. Is it not a case that the executive the deliberate attempt to be a to say a judiciary we are coming to attack the judiciary and no enable Ghana for say ye ko sa direction where are we going to how are we going to sustain it? Is it sustainable? And then Obiaba say allegedly Obia appointee Obinti chinchina ye nyine emfiri ho. Ye nyine free ho a ne obeba no dachi obi nso ba onyine emfiri ho ana. These are the things that Ghana for ehwe. And no enable yehu. Also the constitutional arrangement the Chief Justice can only be removed from office on 3 grounds. Baako and it's a stated misbehavior. Near tosubium incompetence. Near toso any inability to perform his or her duty as a result of infirmity of body or mind. These are the 3 grounds.
Ill health.
Yes. These are the 3 grounds that you be Chief Justice a free office. Now, OSHA petitions all the 3 petitions focus on the incompetence and then
misconduct,
stated misbehavior. Say infirmity of body ne there you know say wa honden a obetimi e dey ejuma. Na asema Ghana for bisane say OSHA petitions here the president here. All these petitions, did they qualify or did they pass the threshold of stated misbehavior? Did they pass the threshold of incompetence to warrant the determination of a prima facie? And no, and a Ghana for then, and no, na Ghana for obi yes, obi atukwai or the nebusiani akaneho. And also incompetence a woman any day. Stated misbehavior woman any day. Ewo court them Chief Justice no be anya asem. We ye adwuma e de kwan bia so asem beba. Lawyers work in courts. Sometimes we call court utimi hu say heated argument between the bench and a lawyer originally. It is part of adwuma no. Nti obi any obi enyamente me ho atse wa chiro krata tintin say me Chief Justice anya asem a yaka amenesi nti because of that or you incompetent.
Okay.
Because of that or misbehaving nti yenyi ne emfiri ho. Nia ebo Ghana fo hu ene say wo hwe emre bi atwemu a during the 2024 campaign period reset yaka ho asem a ye ba aban mu reset no adwumayefo na yedi kan epam wo mu ekotena afie mame say ye fi ho ya ba Chief Justice mame the question is if he Chief Justice who is next eno na ebo Ghana fo hu anhwa ye be yi amanfo saa na oti studio ha ya be ka tro so o mra osu kofi eno na ebo ye hu entina ye kasa
mate medase Said Musa na mote ne nka no represent the New Patriotic Party our studio hanu musei lawyer Kojoga Adawudu so ababedu hanu musei hey hwehwe me kakre
amini yete ho no nyame adom nti
that is say
nyame adom ye ho ye
ye hu kra all of a sudden I feel the whole reference system no
ko de bi me ho na me ko school kakra so
ogusu school
o de satisfy de bia yesua so when sua nkra mo aba no omo ye sharp nti ese u keep you form
so
de bia yes omo bedribo
agenda so ka
agenda so ka
we so me bra pen
oh mini
ofiot na de meka o TV
oh okay
yeah ofiot
and they say enuanu mi no na me
me chairman I can't constituency
so agenda ka ho
beba for fe o china yi na edi o TV minister ni no
oh okay
so uti
enti
agenda ka ho
what am go school start school nti also say do kasa no wa ka na wontimi anka say emra no ma ho kwan say say President Mahama ye nia oye anamra no na say petition bi ba ye nhwemu na ye hwemu na ye say prima facie case prima facie case na any President Mahama nkwa na tena aso Council of State and tena ase and hwemu and omoma no so bibia de ye hu no and the SE form a committee na committee no a ye be form no committee na be hwehwe emu na amwa investigation asha say oh petition here dey about reasons here dey about for misstated misbehavior any incompetence no ampa a woman na enim and I be ma chief justice no so opportunity or the lawyer and any expert say financial issue say me petition no Mrano can say it doesn't have to be public. Enti na nyama course ni nyama na me matuma dum say I won't even see the content. Because content no it will only come up after committee no start to say and even that one has to be in camera. Enti it can only be the lawyer or mon lawyers ni nyama anani ayede betre no say petitioner ye try to say the man no. That be but ni kon no some are sees as speculation. Oh, they are here. Let's just say petitions. This is the first time
you are seeing this.
This is the first time I mean who reasons no. But minia one can say Emrano Article 146 no. Sebi o. Yera Mahama na the share constitution no. And I owe this so. I'm so obedient me and can say Emra o nam so no. What touch man now wafun Obia up to now I want to hear anybody the MPP all the parties even Ghana Bar Association omo statement omo de buy they could not even say that say president na Nnawotwe no he's wrong all they just said said the independence and the constitution should be followed now when they can say Constitution hasn't been followed. And can somebody says the Constitution has not been followed. Procedure has not been followed. And then the first time, you ever follow Article 146. You started, Chief Justice Aqua. You did not so far, so Aqua we are so. Oh no, not be a Jew, no. And then I say prima facie case no ye dia share mo nsa say ese ye hwe no ena omutumi say we dey bibi enim ababi eni constitution petition we ena mu jae ye mame Georgina Wood ono so bae no petition bae eno kra me aminim say be membodin ye di command President Mills I saw the mark President Mills say ademi amehwa bibi enim enti prima facie case no anything I anti almost all the chief justice says they have been petitioned but we no stronko I woman say council no any president decided say there's a prima facie case nia omo aka no to say me hu omo say yes o tu kwan $30,000 bi yes o ne ba any ni kun afi na me hu me all that was flying in social media 80 say ebasa na obi can be hu and she's now being given the opportunity say be here no for lawyer brad na be here no bobo yes debi pepe so ye do no ye no enye ye none of them and can say omo court o ko can say near president na ye no is unconstitutional. But nobody has gone. Case I the court and yanka say near president na ye no ye unconstitutional. Almost say the chief justice was not given a copy of the petition. And president so say oh no problem. Petition no and you need so answer. Said Juma obe answer any ordinary lawyer be kono is where the committee would look into it. Chief Council of State and some mobile no. Menkayo, there's a former Chief Justice there, so far Kufu. Though Ajahuan Kasa was a lawyer, he was a former speaker. Betty Mold is a lawyer. The committee is city, almost for me small committee, is city, almost shame, and some of the advice no come president. President also the legal counsel, the lawyer. It's be shame I say, oh, we are same way no. Yema Chief Justice no opportunity. And he say you are suspended one. And you say you are guilty. What you for? They be and you chess out. And you just say Emrano Makwa president no. Sa to me say, obetimi aka say, odi agina nchen. Say ehwemu wie na bibie eni ho a betua wodwuma so. Say ehwemu na ye hu say they be we anko yi a ene eno no recommendation a committee no de beba no eno so na president no bedi. It is the committee that is going to look at it and take that decision.
Council maybe so petition could do president honor. Me get this already here.
As a president, yes, already here. And now the Beman council no on kind no briefing.
And me get this the council the AG possibly and also any other council
or council or presidency and sana attorney general so
almost share the way mu say the wa o kan between the AG the president's council no any president in Ankasa no
any council of state
any council of state before assembly crowd could do council of state in China almost steady here no almost to me and you so couldn't they have done anything to protect the chief justice in the sense that Ukudi can say maybe say we because can say President Mills
yes
will be throw petition before Georgina Wood home or share
any council of state
enti engineer so ben na obi be bisa say engineer so ben na presidency no and as a president no enya yo o Jesus asem we tu mo a otumi forward the petition no Emma council of state
no yeah me share petition Edam meaning say no omama almost 21 and almost 20 reasons what they say almost 20 reasons me sure say sir the announce room what they say sometimes there are a lot of reasons even say a bako okokot na ye ball kodu and attorney general court na ma even 70 charges and 50 charges na bako pe ababi woma it make us say yenkum that is why court no judge don't me share omoye omo case no wi a o say we there they be me they attaching way about enti ya no what they say there are several ways. It is the council any president na between decide say oh ade aya kan no bibi wom
moka brofo akese premier fashi eye de baade and when can say determine say there's a premier fashi case in this petition
no a president any council of state
premier fashi na dey
premier fashi no eno try say okan na we hu evidence bia na okan keka utimi hu say ampa asem no say ye manipa no eyi ano na se mekan na me hu say o we dey bibi enima letimi aka say dey bi we emite from afase odi woni hwe keke enye se obekwa asem no mo woni keke a odi hwe a obekan no obe say eh ne omo aka wa anom de ene yema nipa no kwan a ombeji na no o de ase enti se prima fase no ene chese keke se me hu petition na nia ya tro wo no me hu fili se ampa ne omo kan ye no bibi wo enti ene mamema ono nso ombeji na no that is prima fase case on the face of it no a chese bibi wo oh they say sebi let me give an example maybe may not be related. Say be you say ye kum ni pebi. What do I say? Wo kokumemle ano. Na obi say ye wona oye. But at the time of the nipani wu ye no, ograna watermali. Uni ano. Ne course no. And see if there's a petition looking at it cry say yes say wona oye. Na wo hwe so I say na nipa no watermali. Oye we ye nyina ye hu no TV so watermali for all this 1 week no. And no, it just even on the face of it, no, you can throw it away. Oh, dear, say. But say, cancer near say, kokumemle, maybe a hand no. They who or no, ye who no, or this time, wahanu mo. And no, Rebecca say, ampa, say, who was that area no ma. And dear, yentis a committee no. Na committee na enshem say, ampa. When a kum nipano ana enya onwa. But what I say, that is the prima facie. Ain't he said has some no bow na ye can. Now we so out me who say, oh wait there, maybe a bit maybe wait there, it is not this person. Oh I say. So that is the prima facie case. And now you see, obi akwa ko yi sikebi. Now signing pay deposit in any man na we yi withdrawal no. The signature. And in the picture ni o hwe so a obetumi say I'm part in the picture ni da ye ka no obesan but o hwe so na enye the picture enye the signature na at the time no so no na nipa no maybe or performing some business at the time o hwe say how can it be and ye kind of prima facie say o hwe so keke no ebetumi atwe say o bibi wo ma obetumi aka ana ontumi nka. What do I say? Enti adia course no they no. It's been used. It's tried and tested. Article 146. Odi Emrano say in Shisheye de atohono. It doesn't mean say you're suspending means say she's guilty. She's been condemned. No. She's not been condemned. What do I say? But say ye. And na hear me one say sebi. Minuamo omowo the other side MPP lawyers ni niam akuku dam for no. Omo kan maybe some say emra no de omo de atotwene ana. Say minim one they call the same law school. Omo kan the same emra no. Eno ana former president use here. Ena bi o say de bi niam hu no to say kuku asare de no. On my reasons enti there's no prima facie case. What do I say? Omo Troy call Sam. Atu Esuma. Troy signing say the anti-president say farmer facilities be in him no. And what do I say? And it's clear. You know to me who here. Enti, let's give the Chief Justice the opportunity to be heard. And when she's heard, we say, Martin say baby say suspension no political. Political. Emrani yedi mrano so anan. You see, sometimes you say, if justice must be done, it must be seen
to have been done.
That it has been done. Manifestly seen. Sebi, perception ye bibi. It might not be true or not. Say, nye can you say FC unanimous. Say Supreme Court at the point in our history. Bibia ebe no, which has a political undertone. It is 7-0. It is 7-0. To extend, say, even the national security minister, but can I say, I did more a security threat. If you just oppose near Okan, any near former president can at a meeting or say, maybe a judiciary air no. See ye overhauling. See ye shemu ye ba ni shemu. Now we say, entinya kanda paka ye de no nye politics. And I know there are some true or can ye. Nya John Mahama can ye no de politics. Entinya John Mahama can enti and then they juma. You see, they keep on shifting the goals.
Let me ask you.
What I say?
I mean, business assembly. na yentumi nya chief justice no e won office e madwumadie enkoso process we enkoso apart from say say chinchina say suspended no
I know the discretion discretion Emrana Ankasa constitution no Ediama president discretion and the president no between decide say me suspend you and I mean suspend you based on maybe information he has they say because don't forget that president he gets security briefing every time. Enti Emrano say the president can suspend say for me committee now and Obeka say to awejuma so. What they say?
Mate.
It has been the same. Say this same process I use ADE Charlotte say at the time no process on any article 146 na any o. Ni amu bisa say I see the document we no petition na man na oyi no Charlotte Osean Castle beside by a farmer. No.
But the laws between the government, maybe statute, Emma, young farmer Charlotte Osean, Uko constitution or Honomo. The chief justice's own are very different from that of Charlotte Osean.
No. Share from High Court, we a judge. Now, we a senior public servant. Remuneration is at par with the judges of Superior Court. Yes, the judges of Superior Court are High Court, Court of Appeal, and the Supreme Court. Any Emrano procedure. Now, a bad Chief Justice, no, what do I say? And then a certain case, no, by Justice Aqua, Kingsley Aqua, no. And now, a J2 case be or a J2. Almost share Emuno, and almost say privileges are Yadiama, all the judges of the Superior Court no. In the first place, the Chief Justice is a justice of the Superior Court. And why yet on Nimra, now one can be much about the way Chief Justice no there no. Then they will have to look at it. And this case now almost say, yes say, so yeah the Court Council of State, Council of State no, MP lawyer. MP Obia obetumi a petition no abua Council of State. What they say? Into omo they should have a convention for the Chief Justice. Into 146 into no omo say for Chief Justice no the procedure no wasn't elaborate. Into that is how omo ye no. Into there is a procedure that has to be followed.
Okay.
And that is what the president is following.
Okay. Say do.
And maybe answer no.
Okay.
Now okay bibi say obi to me sorry now I petition. Sasem no so by time here the Chief Justice Akwa here. Na sa case no can say they be Emrano ultimate limit obia. Ma obia o say or bibi against any of the judges, any person no. Omra.
It can you to me sorry say.
Everybody says citizen. If you are a citizen, obey me a petition. But once you petition, no, it is because now Moka say, and yeah, will be at the floodgate. And court now can say, you limited or more. And yeah, we are limiting the people. We are gagging them. And to let anybody opera omra. Okay. But it is how to determine the prima facie case, no. That is why in all the cases from 92 no, up to date, no, this is the only case we have seen say a committee has been set for a Chief Justice.
Okay.
But for other ones, Charlotte say any Madam Lamte. Madam Lamte was under Mahama.
Yes.
And
the former strike commissioner.
Former strike commissioner.
Yeah.
And Charlotte say was under President Akufo-Addo. So what is much about this?
Menua. I'm say nia menua penyi eka waka ni yie. Na mame enye emfanto ho bi nsem ya aba nyina e wo fare bae emfa na say studio ha na wo de won sa atene manim se wo Musa wo de nya botre menya tumi a behu ni amede be yo na ampampa wa benya tumi amitifia wasma onkro for say yembe hweme the first thing abeba ma adwum ne say Ti ampa na asama papa ye kan yi. Enu ntia na wotu sa na mon we. Yes, every reasonable mind because sa enti na wo ye ne a wo ye. Ise na o kan ye no. Omo bo apro nyina, omo ama omo supporters no obia omo abo adwene mu pobia to omo trimu se a judiciary ne de let me borrow his words omo be overhaul. The then presidential candidate oye omampenyi and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ono ananum ewo ho migidi yesem mi senior ewo ho bi na omo hia omo lawyer so kan say o judiciary ne de omo ba nyasam ketewa no mbedi wo ho nsem ne bebre a omo be dwure agu ho no na nyasam ketewa nti eba yeyi a omo ko share omo nuanu kutupa say yenko choro petitions no Africa na for say so nsem a nkrofo eka emre bi etwemu no Mikamia say they are putting it into action. And until sa petition we are generating the kind of debate are generating. The same way no petitions have come, but none of the petitions generated the kind of debate this particular petition is generating because of antecedents na obi ekosete eko gina simpie so eka no amagana fo nyina eteye say ye de ye ba judiciary no Yebe overhaul judiciary. And the judiciary is such that the Chief Justice and the head of the judiciary.
Yeah.
Nti ye share say efi top ho. Yetimi wie commander na odi omo animu na. Na che say omo akan de ye kokokra. Eno na ama Ghana fo ebohu. Se obi edikan aka se mi bedi omampanyi a judiciary no me overhaul no. Na oba ya within 3 months. Na or target captain na odi Adom na anim na chese ehu wom.
What share the structure, the current structure of the Council of State? Mama weni akoho kakra.
Mama meni akoho.
Any the caliber of nkrofo omwo ho. Uje di se omo adwemu ye hasa se petition omo hwe mu no. Omo enhu bibia wom.
Ne wo ni say the Council of State with all due respect ekukudamfo eka ho ekukudamfo ewo mu pa and they have been doing this all this while under Article 89 of the Constitution memra no ema omo ho kwan se omo nye ne a omo eye but oba efom ho a Council of State no I can tell you on authority say enema bibre enewom o hwe the regional representatives kwanya efa so a ye beto aba ama omo abedi Council of State a enema ekoso pa manya kwanya abedi assemblyman da ena Council of State regional representatives no so assembly for na yeden eto saaba no kwanya efa so a ye selecting microphone be kwakoto saaba no kra no yes nti ewo mu se omo ho no omo ni mu de but eto da na political pressure na ba you succumb. That is the worry of the good people of this country. Nti ejide say yes individually obi a won discretion e wo ho na mom 2 minutes efi baby na epusi wa ubegina ho ebe wi ase no you just have to give up and allow anything to go.
Asama wo kan say ojide say recommendations on the ma president no enye omo adwene mu
you see
na mom no obi hie kire
you see
ana all yes ade no
ohwe the constitutional architecture the judicial arm of government enjoy some kind of immunities. And as our immunities, we have found a safeguard constitutional architecture no asheda aye said the bear these 3 arms of government no ebet me anya enyina ho agina pintin agina sronko oko the legislative arm of government also enjoy some privileges be. The privileges are supposed to serve as what? A safeguard. Say the bear ubo wuro mumu a ebe din say obeskata.
Be no nche say obi ye bibi na say nya meba.
Mami wie. O share the executive arm of government the same thing. Ote ase. Enti obo case bi eye Ajechum case. Ajechum court that about justice as it then was. Oye ni ruling oka bibi kan ho. Or say the determination of the prima facie important because it serves as a safeguard. Let's just say even with the interpretation of the rule, they have a certain purposive interpretation to the law. Say the beya you bo sa you know ho ban. Now petitions are ye hui and me bra penyi say na wa hui. Wo hwe na ewu mu na. Yes, Chief Justice is performing her duty as the administrative head. Apart from so Chief Justice, or administrator, so he performs his duties as what administrative head. Inti se ekobemu se in the process of performing her duty as an administrative head, na utia internal mechanisms be anywhere any better resolve that.
Inti no wa adwemu no ka. You refer to the General Legal Counsel now say because the institution being
a petition. This
and I say set up a special committee been investigating and answer them.
In the performance of her duty as a Chief Justice. Now Abia Otna as a panel member. It is only in rare cases I will say Supreme Court and panel justice back, even though Emrama who can so meet me and panel justice back. Now most of the times they panel 5, 7, 9. Me boy.
Yeah.
Now Abia panel of 5 are taking decision. Now, yes, a panel of 5 are taking decision or bako and ambassador for the decision taken by a panel of 5. And no, who share petitions no more. Does it warrant to say because petition about on these grounds?
Previous cases
qualify to pass the threshold of misconduct of or incompetence. Those are the things we are looking at. Osha or referencing previous petitions now a buyer. Now Professor Mose then also Shimwana who said we there assembly. We believe that President Mose did what he did not because say when who be but that protective guard now that arm of government Osha say open floodgate no dodoa in some bebree enebeba. Then Ghana for who say we there start efi baby unanimous 7 and na yeba judiciary no yeba overhaul
and no is a previous cases omubuti a NDC for no eno hu so na aba Chief Justice
eno an omode ka omo an omo ka onye ye ne ye ka omo an omo ka omampanyin Nnawotwe sui okogina simpie so ekae omo an omo ka unanimous 7 no say yenye na ekae o. And also petition back on one near group no a petition first one no almost say MPP for the case Chief Justice said then MPP for case and term eja NDC for there we are asema yeka we are asema yeka you know until osha nema we nyina every reasonable person ebeba into a conclusion say in some omuka amre bi etwem no say ye be overhaul judiciary no. And now mobile be more or reset agenda now mukitano. Ama Ghana for adwene ayomuna say eso enkrofo we nia omuka eno an omudi ejuma nti yedi kan ahye ase afi the Chief Justice ye clear Chief Justice we are omo allegedly yes former President Akufo-Addo ede omo akopake Supreme Court no ebe didi sa aba omoso.
Oh wow. How are they not qualified?
Oshe trajectory na.
Are they not qualified?
Ye free ho enkoka ho ebia omo akoka other state institutions.
Sir judge say o kan omo asem.
Ghana for
me ba ma me be so asem ba ko. Judge say o kan omo asem. They appeared before the vetting committee.
Yes.
Omo nye qualified. They passed them. They were approved. And he said Ebedin so be betumi asori na ordinary sako kan na sa asem no unjimtum.
The Chief Justice also went through the same process.
Yes.
But a petition aba. It's the same thing. After the Chief Justice, because okay, justice we withdraw petition final. It will go through the same process and get him removed. And also that process is now outlined is here. Say you are nominating no. Parliament will go through Parliament. Those stages were followed. The Chief Justice followed the same process.
Yes.
And then petition aba. The same thing. You Chief Justice here. Other justices no more Supreme Court no. Now akosha ya hukutupa. So okay, muncho petition entia esimesi. Muncho petition entia esimesi. Then they go through the same process. They say okay, say yeah kan nyina no yankasa omuti amra. Yes. They will go through the same process and get him removed. And that is the agenda.
Why? Okay.
That is the agenda.
Ma me nso wa no ha no say ye say ko break, say ko pesika kakra. Na weekend. Anti say ko break na ye ko mula. Na omomo etwa mula no. Ye hwe say sika ahe anu benyegu omobotom ye weekend we. Anti ye nyina we so ye ba me je this be spending about another 10 minutes on this particular issue. Now you move to the next topic. It is our Jumedie, Nnawotwe, our Adom TV, so a chat, our Sempa, Uko social media platforms, Nina, so I will ho, ube to me, a share, our honmo. Medin the Walanyo, Frank, Yonato, ye train haba sesia. Yo, ya co breaker, yaba, we Nnawotwe Jumedia, our show Adom TV, so Medin the Walanyo, Frank, Yonato, na mene lawyer. Kojoga Adawudu, I represented the NDC. Any Seydou Musa, I also represented the NPP. Many omo ene Edi Jumai, ewo Nnawotwe ejumedie so. Na jumedie uko asempa ubenye BT uko Adom FM uko your social media platforms nyina so. Ubenya program etwa live ewo honomo. Seydou na wanu go asemi so ansana mitwa so. Mema obe 5 minutes na you can wrap it up. Na lawyer some brother.
Na yaka ne say minu ya kasa no say president ewo wide discretion. Say obe suspend CJ. No kre emrano ka say the president may in nature say discretion. The question is adentina OSS discretion no on the other side. Adentina one man antina ho. Adentina or suspended. No? He has the opportunity to either suspend or to leave him there. Why did he choose the other option? No, ena Ghana for yebisa. Now, I can say me what is happening now. Young Kora school. I say a friend is saying my book of Bible studies. And can is a book no. The Bible stories.
My book of Bible stories.
Stories. You can't send be. Now, I say. Your friend be Armageddon at the time. Now you can so. Biblically, it connotes a battle between a confrontation between evil and good. Mejidi say be a judiciary is a battle of Armageddon, a battle between the good
and the bad,
and evil.
And evil. Wow.
Now, when this storm settles, you be beside home as Ghanaians. Say, how did this battle occur? You better beside your home and so say, what is the ultimate price you pay for this battle? This is what Ghanaians will ask if this storm is weathered.
Lawyer, me bisa us asem we. Me ne nkofo bebre din komo afa sa asem koswe. Onye ndi say gradually no ye erode the respect obuo any reverence ye wo edema constitutional institutions na because me ma hwe bibi Charlotte say ye nim de ba ekoe ewe no ye piano si baby and then now Chief Justice of Ankasa na afi are we not weakening our constitutional institutions?
Maybe I don't think so. One say, we should be bold to confront Nyama. And whilst you are confronting it, make sure say you follow due process. Oh yeah, Phyllis say, oh Nyama be wo hono ma. O koka na wo ye bibia Nyama be say. What do I say? But in weakness you find strength. Ye Phyllis say Nyama be wo hono ma anye ye. Yes, sure, say, maybe I do constitution are protecting, I am paying for no, maybe because of the sensitive nature of Omejuma Nontino, sometimes we don't have to go for accountability name bisa. Charlotte was say any Loretta Lampte. And yet, you say, the principal things are year or more procurement issues. What do you say? Oshe NCA trial no. You did bafo born no. Idea mostly happened was about procurement issues. What do you say? And even for Chief Justice, I think I made say maybe the reason why they found the Auditor General Domen level to be on the committee no. Yeah, because maybe Sky yes we took any per DMB one retire in Yamano. I'm sure. Say because of those issues of financial issues. And in the Ajechum case, no, or say Sebio, say stated misbehavior. And you may be Chief Justice as head of institution, no. Sebio be can say Chief Justice no, we give bribe. Yet say can somebody petition say Chief Justice give bribe into It's also a ground you could look at. So it's not always about Omejumano. And say Auditor General has captured some of these things in their report. Say, oh, next be by retire and now some travel. We want where did they give her the audit report to answer? Sure. What was her answer at the time? Oh, they say. I'm sure these things were captured in the Auditor General's report. Oh, they can say, oh, Mahama can be. And I'm can no, they are following that. Let me give you a classical example. Maybe what would be? Who need to mean at the time to be able to confront it. And to say, I want you to mean you want to confront it. Example is the Akunta mining. Yes, say Akunta mining ye bibi or ye bibi bonny war. Quiet. President Eba said, Akunta mining is not doing anything in the forest. Because at the time, Nyamuho ye the command police simple. Because that to me, and cry. Say, not to me now by and sem no, Mama, yet to me no. Okoshaya, even Minerals Commission, and Kasa, say, at the time, they didn't have mining list. Their list was not ratified. Until what was the Mineral Commission sitting down doing when Akunta? So how come the Ene Akunta mining? So this is the kind of example I'm saying, say, maybe at the time, President Mahama Kasano, na Ohu Bibi, na Yehu Bibi were Auditor General's report on these matters. And now that it has come up and the matter has been raised. Enti Setone Kase, Omo Kanye. Maybe they have seen something. They was say, Sebi, forgive me. Obi an inyefa na or say me to boaboa na Nancy Bibiso. Every time now let me tell Ghanaians, let me plead with them and say, there were 2 justices of Supreme Court. But who petition maybe say almost sitia now or influence or say na case is being in Yama. She empannels the case. But if the 2 justices are Ejumano was Supreme Court, no, how would they go and say, Ampa Ejuma ye no, one ye and I ye. There are 2 Supreme Court justices. And to Ejumano, sa inquiry, investigation, no, Yenjaima committee, no. Okay. The committee no shemu year. We can criticize them. But say, we don't even want the committee to do its job.
What the matter? Yeah. Nnawotwe dwumade na wo hwe yen wo Adom TV so.